Ready.
All right, good evening, and thank you for letting us be here tonight to present how we're going to revitalize the Pop Shop. So before we get started, just a little prologue about the Pop Shop. In the 70s, a very successful brand and company. What they did right, was differentiate themselves. Very unique concept. Later, maybe they didn't change with some of the times. We're going to touch on that, why they didn't and why they didn't succeed. Now that you've come to us, you've acquired the trademark to this company, and some of the opportunities that exist with having this unique trademark. So opportunities, strengths of the product. So the nostalgic brand, fond memories with the Pop Shop brand plays in part with what it's all about, how people feel about it, how people are going to feel about it, bringing it back into the new marketplace. Iconic bottle shape. It's short, stubby, and very recognizable, something that is unique when compared to the other products in the industry. The green roots, ahead of their time with that kind of concept, built it into what they wanted their company to be about. The recyclable bottles, every week, that routine of bringing it in and recycling it is very unique in its way. The classic flavors, cream soda, lime Ricky, nice little way of changing the name of it, grape and orange, very classic flavors. Challenges within the marketplace. Intense competition, brand giants, the Coca-Colas, the Pepsis, have dominated this market for a long time. And then you have the private discount brands that market their products through cost and undercut the brand giants such as Coca-Cola and Pepsi. Sobeys, Safeway, all have their own brands. The niche product, the remaining 10% of the marketplace, the Jones Sodas and Stewarts, they fight over that remaining 10% to try to bring over the other consumers to the product. Distribution. The distribution was, it's difficult to get into a large chain stores. The high initial cost of the $100,000 to get your product placed on the shelves is not necessarily sustainable, bringing this product back into the system. Challenges. So revitalizing the Pop Shop brand. What does the Pop Shop brand mean, and what is it that's going to make it succeed? I've said it's unique, so what does that mean? Bringing back the awareness of the brand. Make the brand current again, but at the same time, keeping those roots of what it is that the Pop Shop separates itself from the other competitors. Capital and knowledge of the soda industry. So limited capital. High cost to bring in the new per flavor, $10,000 cost per flavor, high cost, no knowledge of the soda industry. You're an entrepreneur, you're not necessarily have great foresight into the soda industry. But that can also play as a positive as bringing a new idea to what the industry is missing and having a different viewpoint of what Pop Shop is. Decline in consumption of soda. Health trends. Today, health trends, people are going towards more of bottled water, and the decline of sugar beverages is a challenge that we must deal with. Targeting the market. Now, Don's going to talk a little bit about targeting the market.
Thanks, Regan. So Regan has just explained to us basically where we're at in the situation right now. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at what does it all mean. So we have this tremendous product that was so popular 20, 30 years ago. It went out of decline. We're looking to bring it back. How are we going to play to the product's strengths and attributes? And how are we going to deal with all these challenges? So we're going to start off by first looking at what section of the market we're going to target. And we're going to recommend that we go after the niche product market. Now, there are a couple reasons why this is the most logical and the best, most likely to succeed for the Pop Shop brand and the company itself. First of all, it's extremely hard and difficult to compete directly against the Coca-Colas, the Pepsis, and the discount brands for a couple reasons. Primarily, they compete upon price, and they have huge economies of scale, which as a startup venture, the Pop Shop won't be able to obtain easily. Additionally, here they compete primarily on price and availability, whereas we feel the Pop Shop and its soda has so much more to offer that its attributes are actually far better suited for going after this niche type of market. So these are currently where in the niche type of market are the Jones Sodas and the Stewarts, etc. where they go after the more high-end version of the soda market. You're not going to see them in a Boston Pizza where you would drink 7 Jones soda while you're having a meal. This is more ideally as a treat. And we see this, the Pop Shop soda, as what that is. The Pop Shop soda is a treat. It has this nostalgic feeling that everyone loves. It's environmentally conscious, as well as it's just a unique product. And being in this type of market actually plays to this product's strengths because we can differentiate this product against the current competitors in there, getting more sales, getting people to recognize the benefits of this product. So now, what is our strategy going to be? We have this idea, we know where we want to go. How are we going to get there? What's the strategy going to look like? Well, we're going to start off with this product strategy and how we want you to differentiate your pop compared to the competitors, because the attributes that we've been stating throughout this presentation are really the biggest strengths of the product. Ultimately, soda is soda, but that feeling that you get from drinking the Pop Shop brand soda is something that people love. They used to have that tremendous feeling of going back in the 70s and having that carton of pop, going into the shop, coming back a week later, enjoying it with their family, enjoying it with their friends. We want to revitalize that feeling that people got from drinking Pop Shop soda. So we're going to differentiate the product based upon its attributes and not upon price or availability. Additionally, distribution was a main reason why the product failed in the past. They had this successful product, but if you can't get it out to people, if people aren't willing to go get it, you can have the most fantastic product in the world, but if you can't get it to the consumers, ultimately the business itself is going to fail. So we're going to recommend that the Pop Shop use local retailers, in fact, around the London, Ontario area to distribute the pop itself. Instead of opening up its own store, which is really unfeasible right now as the Pop Shop is still a startup brand again, and towards the market trends where people don't want to go to one specific store for one thing. We see this in the rise of Walmarts and mega centers where they want to go to one place to get multiple things. Simply having a Pop Shop shop itself is no longer feasible. So we're going to recommend it goes through distributors and retailers to sell it to the consumers. So now that we have our strategy, how are we actually going to do this? These are the steps that are going to take us from where we are and where we want to go to actually getting us to that place. So with the distribution channel, we would like to see, as I said, local retailers, but not just any local retailers around the London, Ontario area. We're looking for a special type of retailer. So local coffee shops, candy shops, convenience stores, all these retailers have this kind of treat mentality to them. And this is ultimately what the Pop Shop needs to be, is a treat. So we can combat against these health trends and the Cokes and the Pepsis, where they advertise their pop as kind of a substitute for drinking and being thirsty. Oh, you should drink Coke. Whereas we want to differentiate the pop from the Pop Shop as this treat. It's something you can sit down for 5 minutes and enjoy. It's something that you can talk to a friend while enjoying a pop. It's something you can go for a walk with while enjoying it instead of just guzzling it down and saying that's the end of it. Because people like that feeling, they want to get that feeling back because they've had it in the past. So we want to reignite that passion and that nostalgia for it again. And all these retailers, they all have that kind of common treat mentality to them. You would go to these places to get a treat. You would go to these places if you've been at a hard day of work, or you have a couple minutes during your lunch and you're feeling, oh, I need that cool, refreshing soda. I'm going to have these as a treat. Additionally, one of the major issues we were facing was how do we get people to recognize that the Pop Shop brand is in fact back? It was so successful 30 years ago, but it has been on hiatus for a number of years. How do we get people to know that it's back? One of the ways we want to do this is we have to get the product out there. We want to capitalize on your entrepreneurship skills and get that product out to local fairs, farmers markets, parks, kind of having these sampling days, these try Pop Shop soda testers, so people recognize that, oh, Pop Shop is back because we know they remember it from 30 years ago in its heyday, and we know that if we can get to them to remind them that it's back, that they're going to want to be inherently interested in it, and they're going to want to try it some more. And then this is how we're going to capitalize on that nostalgic feeling that the Pop Shop brand brings. Now, to finish up our recommendations, I'm going to pass it back over to Regan here.
Create a fun, energetic persona for the brand, but still having a cost-effective analysis of the industry. We don't want to bury yourselves in debt off the gate and bury yourselves and limit yourselves through cash supply. So an easy way to do this is at a cost-effective website. Interactive, vibrant, happy, allow people to come on and see what your product's about, highlighting its attributes. Street marketing, another cost-effective way of doing so. Carnivals and festivals, sporting and public events. Use your entrepreneurial skills at the same time. It's very cost-effective. Go out there and talk to people about this is what this product is. We're bringing it back. Like, this is the nostalgic feeling, and build that relationship with the people to get started. Image of the product. The bottle. It's an iconic short-necked shape. It's made of glass. It feels of quality. Don't ruin a good thing. Your bottle was not the issue to begin with in the 70s. Label. Stick with the classic label. People will recognize it as it becomes more familiar in the London area. But we thought, add something on the back to it. A green label. Green's something just short and catchy. Don't drop. Recycle your pop. It just shows how we want to partner up with the people who have that same, and it's a very big issue in today's society, and just to show people that we're going hand in hand with the Green Environment Initiative. The classic unique flavors. Cream soda, lime Ricky, and pineapple. Unique flavors. Very cost effective. Bring in three flavors and limit your costs. Conclusion, the Pop Shop brand is. So what is it? What we've explained. Tying those three things in together to make an effective, cost-efficient strategy. The nostalgia. We've said that countless times. The uniqueness and the green image and the green feel to the product. Tie those things in and synergize it, if you would, to form a competitive, cost-focused strategy that can bring this product back into the image and make it a successful endeavor. Thank you for your time.
Start off. So who exactly is your target market? Who are you going after? Who do you want to buy this product?
Yep. So what we want is the people we're going after are the people who used to drink this soda, 20, 30 years ago, because they remember it. They have these nostalgic feelings, as we've been saying, and we want to capitalize on that. We would think it would be a waste if we went off a different target market because we already have this established relationship with having someone else have done the work. So we want to capitalize that, the people who drank it 20 to 30 years ago. So those specifically is our target market.
And just to add to that, not limiting yourself to just the niche market. As we said, it's a 10% piece of the market, so don't limit yourself. Still, market yourself as the treat mentality. Try to bring those people who consume pop on a regular basis. Maybe they're health conscious, as you've seen today. People are moving over more to a water, maybe trying to get away from the sugar aspect. So maybe people want to, the rise in the water consumption, water bottle consumption, those type of people who just want to drink maybe one pop at a time and not feel bad about themselves.
And then, so I just want to also talk a bit more about kind of your promotions. You mentioned street marketing. So which ones are you recommending that would appeal to that target market, and what exactly are you doing at the street marketing? Are you giving out samples? Are you giving it, and then how are you driving these people to the website you recommend?
Sure. What we're going to do is, go to those fun events where people are having a good time and associate maybe subconsciously with that good time and all the things that happen at those places, like what we said, like the fairs and those kind of things, and it's not set in stone, but work with the people, like hands-on, explain yourself to what the product is. Let the people try it out, test it, and that sort of thing.
How do you get into those events?
Well, a lot of those events, we would like to see be in the local area, being a local entrepreneur. We think it would be quite easy, and it is quite easy to get in these events because they're always looking for, more support from the business community. Additionally, not only with those events, but just going to places such as public parks, farmers markets, any sort of gathering where, you have this family treat mentality sort of thing where the, people who drank the pop 20 to 30 years ago are there now with their kids, and they recognize, the Pop Shop brand. Oh, I saw that, in my childhood. You get them this sample, and then you drive interest to the website and through local retailers as well.
What do you think the threats are of marketing a nostalgic brand on nostalgia, and how will you sort of alleviate those threats?
Right. Just going after the quality, not quantity, and as we said, it's a crowded marketplace. So maybe applying their strengths in the marketplace and not trying to fight the competition on price. We're not trying to fight the brand giants. Just bring it in initially, and in that sort of way.
And so just additionally to that, we were kind of, this is the problem. You can't just brand it, it was something in the 70s and 80s. But what we looked for inspiration actually was to the car manufacturers, the Ford Mustang, the Chevy Camaro. Those are classic cars, but they all now have a new, a fresh look to them. They're classics still, and everyone remembers them for being classics, but they do have a fresh look to them so that they do stand out in today's, new and fast. So we want to do the same with this. You do have this nostalgic feeling of, the Pop Shop brand, but by creating this unique product and making it stand out with the iconic bottle shape, the interesting, the unique labels that it has, you're not only just playing on the nostalgic part, but you're also playing on the unique flavors as well and drawing them in. So we see this kind of as a hybrid both.
How are you going to get retailers to carry your product? You guys use a distributor?
Yeah. So we have a feel like it was very popular, and that's where it started, was in the London-based area. So working with the entrepreneurs, not the entrepreneurs, but the business owners themselves, discussing with them. Okay, this is a unique product. It's not just an advantage for us. It's also, let's work together on this. You're going to be unique. You guys might be the first people to have this product. And work together with them and build a partnership in that way.
This is a question that's usually asked at the end, but what is the incentive to the end retailer to carry your product?
Yeah. Well, ultimately, we had to look at how are we going to get this product out. And first of all, because we want to target local entrepreneurs and local business owners, we feel that this connection that you have as being a local entrepreneur automatically gives you, an advantage as well. Additionally, these types of stores, they have the same problems. They have to compete against the 7-Elevens and the mass convenience stores, and they have to find a way to differentiate themselves from someone who can provide the service much cheaper. Another way that they do that is by carrying unique products that are only found at their store, such as the Pop Shop soda. We see this as a huge advantage for the retailer because this is an attraction that they have. The 7-Eleven down the street doesn't have it because it costs us way too much to get it in there right away. So that's the advantage we see through it as well. And additionally, you can use your local entrepreneurial skills. We feel that is a connection that you can rely upon as well.
Good question.
Excellent. Thank you guys.
Thank you.